What's up guys, I'm Mr. Julius Mods. In this video I'm going to bring you guys a tips and tricks video to how to be the best at Zombieland. And I decided to make this video because I figured that since a lot of you guys enjoy playing Zombieland, a lot of you guys also have trouble, surviving on Zombieland. And I figured why not make a video on my recommendations and tips that I used whenever I was on OFW in the past few years on how I personally survived on Zombieland. So let's start out with being a human. So if you're the human, that's obviously the easiest role. You have guns obviously, so you can kill people a lot faster. Now you can also die pretty easily as being a human. That comes with my first tip 1. This tip, obviously, buy a lot of health. The more health you have, the harder it is for you to die. Meaning that zombies can keep knifing you and knifing you and knifing you. You can just keep running around, jumping around, and guess what? You never die pretty much. So the biggest thing that I recommend buying first will be health. Now, once you complete getting health, you can probably say you have about 1,000, maybe 1,500 health. I then recommend to buy a riot shield. Why? Because it's hard for zombies to knife you in the back. So if you're running away from a horde of the people, then you have a way better chance of surviving while you're getting chased by them and they're trying to knife you. They can't really knife you because you have a riot shield on your back, so it makes it harder for them to aim and knife you easier. And plus you can also hear them hitting the riot shield at the same time, so then you'll know that it's protecting you. But they can't get you from the front, so to be aware, just watch all of your surroundings at all times. If you're not in a base and you're just roaming around the map, make sure you watch all of your surroundings. So after you get the riot shield, then I recommend getting a LMG. And why? Because it holds the most ammo. Second of all, it shoots the most fastest and it does the most damage at the end of the day on the game. And the LMGs that I recommend getting, that I will display all the stuff that I've been talking about on the screen, is for one, the hammer, as it's my favorite. To me it does the most damage and I like it overall. It's a great gun. Even in PvP it's a good gun. Second would be the MK48. I love that gun too a lot. It's also a really good gun to use. And if you can't buy an LMG, if you can't afford it at the time, then I recommend buying like a PDW or a, let's say, AN94. Those guns are also great guns to have, as they do a lot of damage and they shoot pretty fast. Second of all, for the humans, for last, I'd probably say is just to try your best to stay alive. As if you're not really good at roaming and getting kills as being a human, then I recommend to not roam. I recommend to just sit at an objective at a base and just guard at a base and watch the door. Now let's get on topic with the zombies. This is the one where everybody hates being, because they say that it's really hard to be a zombie and you can't really manage to get kills or get your score up. So if you play Zombieland with me, I tend to host different Zombielands and I tend to do drop money, as I've said previously at the beginning, I think. But I don't really like to give money to everybody, because it kind of breaks the fun out of it and it kind of makes it more not really challenging to play. And I just recommend that if you guys are a zombie and you don't know what to do, your first priority should always be health. You want to have as much health as you can, so if you are getting shot at, you have a chance to escape the gunfire and have a chance to stay alive. So I recommend getting health first, and after getting health I recommend to buy the cheapest thing that you can buy that does the most damage, whether that be more tomahawks or whether that be like the shocks. You know what the shocks are. They're in some mod menus. I don't think all the Zombielands have them, but the ones that I host usually have it, and it's pretty useful and I recommend getting it. And if you can't afford that, then I believe that you could buy a metal zombie, or you could buy stuff that involves the humans, like slowing the humans down, but that is pretty expensive. So I recommend just buying like double speed and riot zombie, which is aka metal zombie kind of. And if you can get metal zombie and double speed to have a lot of health, then you have a really good chance of getting to the door and actually causing damage at the door. Now keep in mind that there is people that roam as you're a zombie, so try to watch everybody around you and you have a better chance of taking somebody out as a zombie if they're roaming and trying to get their points up pretty quickly. I recommend to watch all of your surroundings as a zombie, as that will be your greatest key at succeeding to possibly having all the zombies win the round and eliminate all the humans. So with all that being said, I hope this tutorial kind of helped all you guys out, and I really don't know anything else to say, so I might actually the rest of the video with just some background music and the rest of the gameplay. But there's a lot more things probably that I haven't mentioned, but most of the stuff I mentioned in this video is useful tips that I use personally. And I do play Zombieland legit sometimes. I don't really always use wall hacks. I kind of just like to have fun as well and use the game. But This video helped any of you guys out that plays Zombieland with me or another modder. Just leave a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I do upload modding content, not daily sometimes, but I usually try to get about 3 videos a week at most or more. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, as I'm almost at my personal goal, which is 10,000 subscribers, and I would like to achieve that goal one day, maybe by the end of next year, I don't know. And also guys, I have thought, and I will be making a part 2 of this video kind of, which will be a tips and tricks on how to be the best at the Fortnite game mode that I host a lot on here during my streams. I have really good tips on that as well to share with you guys, and I cannot wait to make that video, hopefully in a day or 2, for you guys to watch and enjoy. So with all that being said, again, it's been Mr. Julius Mods. Enjoy the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, comment if you have any questions about anything that I did not mention in the video, and I will see you all in my next video. Peace out.